Hello. My name is Winifred, but my friends call me Winnie. Or my mom calls me Winnie. I really don't have any friends because making friends is very difficult, especially if you are the most poor student in the school. I was raised by a single mother. We were so poor that the poor called us poor. Yes, we were that poor. We were poor and homeless. We had nothing to eat. We would wait outside of restaurants to grab any leftover food that random customers left behind. There were times that restaurants' owners would chase us out of their restaurant. We were very irritating to people, but we didn't care. I guess you will be wondering why my mom didn't just get a job. I thought same too. But then she told me that she has never worked all her life. She should have started from somewhere, right? But the worst was that she was not with her social security number. She left all her documents in my father's house. Let me tell you a little story about my background. My mom and dad were high school lovers. Both of them came from a very wealthy home. They went to the same university. They were so much in love. My mom's parents had chains of businesses. But something went wrong and my grandparents filed for bankruptcy. My dad comforted my mom and promised to take care of her no matter what. After their graduation, my mom wanted to get a job, but my dad told her not to think of it. He promised her that he will always be there for her, and she believed him. My dad had always been the loving and caring husband and father. My mom told me that I was the best thing that ever happened to him. She said that the moment I was born, everything about my dad changed. He was more committed and hardworking. He became more successful in his business. I was his little princess and everything was going fine until he employed a new secretary, Bella. Bella had always had a crush on Dad. Dad and Mom were classmates, but Bella was 2 classes behind them. When Bella was employed as Dad's personal secretary, Mom saw the handwriting on the wall. She was not comfortable with it, but Dad promised her not to be afraid of anything, that he loves her so much and that's all that matters. Don't ask me why she trusted him so much, because I don't know. As months passed, Dad's attitude began to change. He started coming home late from work, giving excuses for not being able to attend occasions with Mom, always traveling out of the country for business meetings, missing my birthday party and important school events. Something was not adding up. One night, I heard Dad and Mom screaming at each other. Mom just found out that Dad has been seeing someone and that someone happened to be Bella, his secretary. Dad was expecting a baby with Bella. How could he do such a thing to Mom? How can Mom take it? She has always trusted him and now he has betrayed her trust. She has always been there for him, how could he? I thought they were happy together. When Mom couldn't take it anymore, she left. But not without me. Dad froze her account and denied her of getting access to any of her legal rights. Mom tried everything she could, but to no avail. She tried to get help from friends and family, but no one could help. At my school, I have just one friend, Marianne. Another poor loser like myself. Marianne is not as poor as myself, after all. She has a roof over her head even though her parents struggles to care for her and pay rent. I feel invisible in my school. No one sees me or even know if I exist. I remember one morning Ms. Alyssa, my math teacher, had called me out to solve a math problem that no one could solve in the class. First, I was very nervous, although I'm very good with numbers. But what if I don't get this right? There is no math problem I cannot solve. At least that was what my teacher said. After I solved the math problem, I remember the whole classroom being in absolute silence, like an angel just passed by. That's correct, Ms. Alyssa said. As I walked back to my seat, I could sense all eyes focused on me with whispers. Who is she? Marianne was absent from school today. Her father had called the school office to let them know that Marianne was sick and would not be coming to school. I knew that my friend was not sick. I believed that they had nothing to eat the previous night and she was probably too weak to come to school. As I sat under a tree as the cold wind blows, eating the snacks I got from the school office while reading my book, I heard a very brilliant voice. Studying for the test? I lifted my head up to see who it was. Oh my God. It's Alex. Alex is the cutest and richest boy in my school. He sits 5 seats away from me. He is the dream of all the girls in school. Apart from Marianne and I, rumor has it that his father have chains of business including a car manufacturing company. Yes. As I stood, I giddied. It's okay, you can sit down. Alex said as he sat close to me. I could hardly breathe. Oh Lord, please don't let me die. I need air. Why does he smell so good? How can he be this handsome? God must have created him on a Monday morning. So much thoughts running through my head at the same time as he sat beside me gazing at my book. I can see that you are very good with numbers, he said. I nodded with a broad smile. He introduced himself to me and asked what my name is. Winifred, I said with excitement. I will call you Winnie if that is okay with you, he said, and I will want you to be my friend if you don't mind. Hell no, I thought to myself as I gave him a broad smile. Everyone want to be friends with Alex, and he is offering his friendship free to me? Thank you. I was so excited all through that day at school. Other girls were looking at me as Alex kept coming over to talk with me. Oh my God, I am visible. People are beginning to notice me. I couldn't wait to tell Mom. The most admired boy in school is my friend. I hurried to meet my mom under the bridge where we live. It was raining heavily after school, but I didn't mind. Mom, you won't believe this, I said. Alex asked me to be his friend today at school. Everyone was looking at us. As I continued to talk to Mom with excitement, I noticed that she didn't move from the position she was when I met her. Mom, are you all right? I asked, but she didn't respond. I took off the blanket she covered herself with to see her beautiful face, but her eyes were closed. Mom, I screamed as I shook her, trying to wake her up, but her eyes were still closed. Mom, wake up. Wake up. What is wrong with you? She still wasn't answering. Help, someone please help. My mom is not waking up. I ran toward a coming car. I tried to stop the driver, but he wouldn't stop. I ran back to Mom. Mommy, please wake up. Don't do this to me. I cried as I panicked. Someone please help me. Just then, a woman passing by saw me and came to help. She called 911 immediately. Shortly after, the ambulance arrived, and Mom was taken to the hospital. As I sat at the waiting room, a doctor approached me. Were you the one that came with the ambulance? He asked. Yes, she is my mom. Is everything okay with her? I asked. The doctor looked at me and asked, How old are you? I'm 17. Is Mom okay? I asked again. Is there anyone I can talk to? He asked. I'm all she got. He placed his hand on my shoulder as he told the most shocking news. Mom just died of hypothermia. She had been in the cold for too long. If only I had gotten there earlier. If only I had help earlier, if only was all I could think of as I walked out of the sight of the doctor. I kept thinking as I walked on the cold, dark street. I just walked for about 2 hours from the hospital to Marianne's house. Just when I was about to knock, her father opened the door. Hi, can I speak with Marianne? I asked. He called for Marianne. I told her all that has happened. She asked me if I would like to stay with them, and I was very happy and relieved. Days later, I overheard her parents talking. They were not sure if they would be able to care for an additional mouth. I understand. Things are not good with Marianne's parents. They are as poor as I am. I went into Marianne's room that I have been sharing with her and picked my few clothes and snicked out of the house. As I walked, all I thought of was Mom.